record. Record. I'm trying to get this recorded. No. Point. Huh? No. You can join the room or whatever. I'm just trying to get this so that I have a recording of it, you know. Karen, if you're going to be moving heavy stuff around and stuff, mute your mic, please.
Yeah, you're ready to record, or when you starting?
I'm recording right now in Zoom.
Sorry, didn't know. I thought you were going to tell us.
Second attempt to use this, use one of the moons of Saturn as a weapon, and they broke it. And my little trap on Saturn is basically swallowing ships now. Which is kind of hilarious. They are losing ever more ships. Every time a ship comes near, my trap iris is open and sucks them in, imprisoning them, you know, for eternity, effectively. So sucks them in, closes, the hole closes up, opens up as soon as something comes across, sucks it in. It closes. They tried to restart Saturn again using Ulysses moon to insulate us, I guess is how you pronounce it. And it went kablooey. A big blast coming off of it, whiting out the screen entirely. And when we go and look at it live, it's currently pissing atmosphere and water vapor. Big cracks in it. They're trashing it.
How long do you anticipate this has been off-gassing then, or is this something you just noticed today?
Not that long, because I mean we're just looking at the today's takes, and yeah, it's when they tried to like they did with Mimas. They tried to use this as a weapons platform, tied it to the core of Saturn, tried to do a restart of Saturn with this.
Mm-hmm.
This one blew up too. So I mean, that tells me right there, this has got to be the Dracos behind this, because the Dracos are the only ones that are dumb enough
To try this?
to try this again and again and again and expect to get a different outcome. They're doing the exact same. I mean, it's the epitome of stupid, and it defines the Dracos, because that's the way they are.
So that's your definition of insanity with a Draco.
Yeah, doing the same thing again and again, multiple times, and expecting to get a different outcome.
So this, obviously, you can see it's in a lateral stage. It goes in perpendicular lines. So yeah. What would you assume or account would that be happening that way?
Two of you are talking. Everybody should get into the Zoom room, because I'm recording there, and you know the Skype people are talking over the Zoom people because you're not all in there. That's why I gave the link in the Skype room to join the Zoom room. That way you won't be talking over each other.
Which is helpful.
Yeah. So Keith, if you can go ahead and click on that link and just move to the Zoom room. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. You're welcome, and we'll talk to you later. Okay, I'm gonna end the Skype room. Now we're just on Zoom. Is everybody still here?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you can see the blasts. Just the same exact thing that happened to Mimas when they tried to restart that as a weapons platform. These are all the ships falling down to Saturn. Caught in the blast. Trying to restart Saturn again. And then there's the blast.
It's too bad that plume isn't roasted ETs.
Well, some of it is.
White out.
Yeah, that's when they tried restarting Saturn again, and that's what we get some moons that are almost phasing out of existence. You got splashes where craft have gone down and landed on Saturn. And the thing is, you can see right through it, see the moon through, which is hilarious. I mean, look back here, see a craft here, white out. They don't give up. And doing the same thing again and again, expecting a different answer or a different result. You know, plain idiocy. Some of these moons are no longer in their original orbits as well, because none of them ever used to pass that close to each other.
Actually, it was kind of interesting. I was just looking at this, doing some reading on it quickly. In the Greek mythology, Enceladus was actually a titan that was defeated in battle and buried under Mount Etna by Athena, by the way. It seemed appropriate for the day.
Yeah.
Can you show the one with that energy blast from Saturn that's when it swallows the ships?
Oh, yeah.
No, it's interesting because in looking in here, it says it has 5 different types of terrain that's been identified in Enceladus, but it says there's smooth plains and extensive linear cracks and ridges. So maybe there's some sort of, because it's basically known for the water and the volcanism, maybe this is something to do with it too. So it's decaying in there. Some sort of radioactive thing too.
There you go. That's one of them. Shoots out twin jets.
Yep. Let me go load up the next series, next page.
There you go. Explosion.
Yeah, you can see it here. Again here.
There,
again here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Saturn.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Actually, be interesting just to click on that one, even that Wikipedia that I just did. It actually shows people prospectively in the solar system. Actually, pretty neat. Some pictures before with the Cassini. Might be nice to do a screen share with that, just to give people a perspective.
So put the link. Put the link in the chat, and I'll.
It's already there. I've got 2 there for you. It'd be the second one, please.
Because I have to do Did you put it in on Skype or on here?
In the Zoom room chat.
Straight down at the bottom, the orange window.
No, I don't have the same screen because I'm.
I'll take it over to Skype.
Put it on the Skype because I can open that and look at it and do a.
Yeah, it's got some nice pictures and a few things, just to do an inclusion. We'll move out to your Skype immediately.
Yeah, that's awesome shots. Magnificent.
Yeah. Hey. Big cracks in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I sent it over to your Skype. Otherwise, I can do a screen share after too.
Apparently, there's somebody still in this moon, and that's why she is actually blasting this moon when it comes close. She wants any of the ships or personnel left in this moon dead.
Yeah, they're probably trying again in there.
No, see? When it comes in, this moon comes in range, she's blasting it.
Yep, that's exactly what's going on. Yeah, there's the picture.
Yeah, there's a nice solar one that comes up, just to give people some perspective, seeing as we're taping it. Right there.
This one here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just to put into perspective for people what we're looking at.
Nice.
And here's the thing. You see where this is supposed to be orbiting? It's not where it's orbiting now.
Nope.
You can see those green fissures there. You can see the definite vertical off-gassing that was there before too.
Same spot.
Mm-hmm. Let's want to do a comparison before and after.
So maybe they exploded it one time before and they're doing it again.
No, you don't see.
Like I said, something with the tectonic plates or something too off-gassing, or
Well,
because it's so volcanic with the ice.
They're making this out like it's
An ocean world.
hypothermal, and that it's a planet when it's not. It's a battle. And there were no plumes coming out of it last week.
Nope. It only happened after the blow-up.
So what's so significant when you're talking about Mimas and stuff like that? Why is that so significant right now?
All of these, it's of the ones that had weapons platforms built into them. Effectively speaking, the Death Star sort of arrangement. Go up to. I think I have it up in here. It's one of the places I have a. There, no. Here. Must be down in the other folder. I have a comparison of the moons and things like that. Let's go planets. Yeah. These all had weapons platforms. They're all the same size. And you notice, in most of the listings of Saturn's moons, they were leaving Mimas out because Mimas was the premier weapons platform. Iapetus is the temple one. But they have a weapons array built into the side of them. Let me go up to okay, here's a comparison. You see this here?
Absolutely.
The weapons platform. And there's still several more out there that have it. Here's the portal they opened up to go out there. You know, the Russians opened up to transfer their troops out there and their ships.
And when was that?
I forget the exact date now. I'd have to go and look.
It's like the Norway one almost.
The Norway spiral, yeah.
Yeah.
Iapetus is not even round. It's hex. So that's, I mean, it's when you look at the shadow that's on it,
It's like a 20-sided die.
Yeah. Pretty
So
much.
with this newly developed AUKUS, and we'll just say, what do you anticipate is going to be the demise, obviously, of the planet? I mean, it's going to affect all that. It's going to affect the atmosphere around it. Plus, you said spilling over onto maybe Saturn and stuff, right?
If you, well, let me bring this and zoom back a bit. Go Saturn system overall. We'll zoom out. This is the Cassini orbit. You see what Iapetus is? It's way out here. Let's go look at that and see if it's Yeah, it's been damaged too.
Big time.
Its ridge is gone. You notice that? It's been slagged so much the ridge is gone.
Just thought I saw like actually a ship or a craft there just a second ago.
It's supposed to look like two halves of a walnut.
Yep.
And it's gone.
Yep. It's been slagged as well. That's that, as I understood it, was the Draco's temple.
Was being the operative word.
Yeah, it was being the operative word. It's trash. The weapon's trash too. Flagged. She's got got holes in her. Just like Mimas.
I think this is being done on purpose, like a scorched soul system policy, destroying all the ancient artifacts.
If they, under the principle, if they can't have them, nobody's having them.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. They're all being systematically wiped out one at a time.
The repercussions could be horrendous to those of us here still on the Earth.
Well, no. I mean, they were built by the ancients. They would give us a serious boost if they were still functional, because you can drive them around. They had their own drives. So, I mean, they'd be a nice build platforms that you could drive elsewhere to do mining operations. Which is apparently why they're trashing them. Because if they got to go, they don't want us having anything that would allow us to build an off-world fleet real quickly. Because that's pretty much what they would allow us to do if they were still functional. Titan.
Oh, the ringmakers of Saturn and the rest.
Titan still got Gaia's mask, and now you got other forms developing. Hex, triangle. When pinned this, Gaia turned it gold. And it looks like it's developing an atmosphere. So you notice that?
Yeah.
It's got an atmosphere. That's interesting. Got a couple of triangles, a couple of circles, a hex. Huh. Interesting. Now they're starting to interfere with the program. I'm showing too much stuff. You see, the menu goes up. Won't stay up for me to select.
Feel like a jack in the box.
So they're sending something down the line that's
This is tying into some actually interesting stuff. Actually, David Wolf did a book about this in his Amazing Grace book. With the Bavanian motherships around Saturn and stuff behind Titan and stuff. The ringmakers of Saturn and the insect races and stuff.
you can see the hex I put in there, see?
Yeah, I see it.
Yep. The
And
broadcast array.
Yep, that's the array.
It took a little longer. This is a water world for it to actually show out. Go to Neptune.
Oh, yeah. You can see
Yeah.
it.
See? Yeah. And we'll go to Triton because we did that one too.
Oh, yeah, you can see the big hexes.
And Gaia wiped the IRR off of this.
Yep.
That's the dark side, but cleaned it up. Yep. For those who don't know, looking at this, what that looked like before we did the treatment, looked like this. Had the IRR on it.
Yep. I saw it.
That. And Titan used to look like this, and it had the big suck point on it. Getting a lot of static. You're definitely not liking what I'm showing, huh? And
Yes.
here's, for those people who missed before, these are the pictures of Nemus when it blew. Looks very similar.
And are those rod chips,
What?
are those rod chips above the explosion in these things?
Yep. See what I mean? You can see how big they were. In comparison to Mimas, they were huge.
Yeah, you can see several.
Yep. But this one, not that one, this one here, looks like the one that looks like the one that's parked up by Russia. That's about the right size. It's a smaller one of the rod ones. Yeah. That's what I mean. I'm pretty sure they were doing like Coast Guard rescue duty, picking up the people from all these dead ships. And there's one right there, right when it was blasting. Oh,
Yeah. That's just fantastic.
yeah. So, Triton's go take a look at Sears. I got to almost figure. This is Sears is one of the ones that had been hit before, because this looks awful similar to what Mimas looks like now. As you can see, this had a couple of weapons.
What's that black square?
Shadow, a big hole. So I mean, when you go down there with lighted cameras, there's bases and everything in there. They're mining the asteroid ring. These are past weapons, again, trashed. This was a former Death Star that got cooked. So I guess this is what is pretty much going to happen to all of them. Oh, we got some ships. Got a lit up base right there on Sears.
And you can see the light glowing and flickering in there. See that?
So they're that must be. I mean, because they have a base and everything there, they're probably they might be using that because that's like halfway back to Earth. They might be using that as like a triage center now.
That looks like craft moving on the surface. Yeah, it's moving.
Hang on, yeah.
See? They're moving. Independently, because they're not all moving together. They're each one moving separately.
By the look of this, Sears is starting to pick up a rotation. It's very, very slow at this point, but that's definitely moving. Sears wasn't rotating before at all, so it looks like they're trying to spin it up to get some gravity there. Because that's moving ever so slightly downward. So it's like they're trying to spin it up.
Is that spinning in the same rotation it was previously?
No, it wasn't spinning at all. That's what I mean. Sears was kind of dead in space. And it has a moon, its own moon too. Satellite. The Dawn satellite. There's an orbit around it. Let's see if I can.
Any other large craft out here? Looks like it's been
Solar system.
still watching.
Let's go out here. Turn it this way. Edge on.
Oh, there's Make.
Yeah. So Eris, Sedna, that's Planet 9 as they call it. Make is the other moon that was originally around Tiamat. Again, you can see what its orbit looks like. It's not a problem. Same thing with it. That they both only
Haumea.
come in as far as Neptune. Their orbits are just similar to, but slightly wider than Pluto's orbit.
Mhm.
And Sedna has a big ass orbit. Say,
It's like 12 times the solar system.
way out. Say. And again, Eris has a little one that comes down. Again, none of these actually get in any closer to Neptune. So yeah, it's not actually one big body like they claim they were looking for that disturb the outer orbits. It's a bunch of little ones. Eris, Sedna, Make, and that one.
Haumea.
Haumea. And New Horizons is sitting out here at Pluto.
And Pluto's real interesting too.
Yep. Pluto's changed a good bit too since we pinned it. But Pluto's not classed as a planet. It's classed as a dwarf planet. That's what they've classed all of these smaller ones as, dwarf planets.
I think you can hit free fly.
No, that won't let me. You got to remember, out here, I'm limited to where there's satellites to look.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Further in, I have more satellites to look at every part of the globe. But these are just where I've got satellites to actually look at them. They're the ones that are way out. So I don't have a complete 3D mapping out there.
But that certainly looks different from the last time we saw it.
Oh, yeah. That big black spot it had on it is gone. It's not white, see?
Yep.
That's where I pinned it, and that's...
You know what? Pause it right there.
Yeah.
The squares are moving. The digital fluctuations are moving on this.
Where do you
What?
see movement?
In the middle of the screen in white. If you leave it right there, it's moving on its own. See?
No, the satellite that's giving me the look at it is moving.
Oh, okay.
The whole thing's moving intimately to the right.
You see that crater with the little C? Like it's
Yeah.
copied?
That is where it was being sucked on before. Right there. Now there's a big ass crack leading out of it.
Wow.
Hang on. Fucking. And it's. This is what it
Used to look like.
was all white now. And I had one other. We're going to Pluto. Oh no, that was Titan. So Pluto had one just like the hole in Titan. Titan had that too.
Yep.
See? It's weird how it had all these ships lined up there. That's interesting. That okay. Stay with free. I got 10 minutes left of recording.
Has anything changed on Mars?
But you can see the hex.
Yep.
Mars is, they've got that completely occluded still.
Mhm.
They're wiping the data out of the, they don't have it doing live feed. They actually have it, a recording, an old recording in there, and that's it. They're not letting us look at that live at all.
Do you want to maybe briefly just look at Alaska or something else before we go in here with a few minutes?
You see, that's ancient. That's an old view of Mars. Exceedingly old. And then the reason I know, you see where it has Curiosity sitting? That little crater? Yeah, that's exactly where it was back in 2013.
So you know these are being fudged.
That one's being fudged. Where's my Mars? See? That's an old data. And even at that, they're not even showing the true. This is the download I did September 20, 2013 from the Mars orbiter, and that's where Curiosity was parked. So not only is this what they're showing now bogus and old, it has Curiosity still sitting there, they've changed even from what the Mars orbiter showed. But bear in mind, they have a Draco's cube sitting around here. A bunch of people are evacuating Mars too since we pinned it. That's why it's not showing anything. Not showing any change, nothing of what I did pinned. We have to actually go in there and look at it via actual satellite.
For a few minutes, maybe can you show the viewers just what the Keck Observatory is so we can actually see what you mean when people are evacuating out? There's bug offs.
No, it wasn't. Oh, from Earth, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just to show people what an
Before
actual,
we lose the.
Yeah, if we're making things that they're evacuating, how do we know that? It's going to be the question. Right?
It's right there. Yep. See him, the zips across the bottom of the screen. They're zipping back and forth, and then when you go to the cloud cam, you see him leaving the planet. That's the
This is Keck
cloud
Observatory.
cam, and then we'll go to the. Oh no! What did I do? Close the other one? Yes, I did. Hang on. Let me see if I can.
Well, that might be a great thing to review what we just saw there.
Well, that one doesn't show as much as the ship's leaving as the other one does.
Right up there, CFHT webcam.
Yeah,
right
right
next
there.
to Karen. Okay.
You go to the northeast. Saturday.
Oh, you're not on Northeast. There you go.
And you just got to give it a minute to. And it's kind of hard for me to do this. They're trying to interfere with me doing this, and the volume bar is on my monitor, making it hard for me to see buttons.
So would you say the evacuation or
And
exit
you can see
the planet is more heavier than
you see them leaving.
And you can show the southeast view too.
Yeah.
It's almost like souls rising, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll go to the southeast. Before I lose the recording.
Mm-hmm. This one shows them better.
Yeah. As you can see, they're not actually going up in formation. This is only 2 views of the sky in the whole zone. So there's actually more than that in the east and west views. This only has cameras going basically 2 directions, but it's actually like 2.5 directions.
What about on the International Space Station? One of several, but the main one.
It takes too long to load that up, and half the time there's nothing showing on it. So I don't know if it would get us anywhere doing that before we lose the room.
A couple minutes, yeah. So what is the significance of this to you, Patty?
That's not
With all this happening?
wrong. We got them on the run, you know. That's what we wanted, and that's what I mean. So, no matter what they plan,
Oh, we must be having fun. I got planes up top.
they're having ever less and less support. See, I'm doing too much to get this to even load up. I've got too much going.
It's okay. I think they all sent them over my head right now.
Yeah, there's nothing going on up there. Yeah, it's not even online currently. So. Nothing going on there. I like seeing the fun stuff. Now, if you look in the orbits, at no time are these supposed to be that close together. So what's going on out there is actually Saturn has actually whacked out the orbits. Look at that. So she's kicking out some major broadcasts, similar to like what she's done here, to take out stuff on the satellites in orbit.
That's a huge energy blast.
Yeah, it is. And you see, she's actually blasting these moons as they come past.
How can you deny that being a living being within that?
I know. She's making her displeasure known with all the things that they've done.
Well, it's always a ripple effect into what we experience here too, right?
Yep.
Micro and macro.
So it's almost like the more vengeance stuff they're doing here to us on Earth, she's paying them back tenfold out there. Bam.
They just need to pack up and get out of Dodge.
Yep. Quietly and without any more bullshit. I mean, look at that.
It's amazing.
So she's actually using that broadcast array that I put at the bottom, not just to feed her signal back through where they had the negative signal going before. She's using that as a weapon.
Our timer shows less than a minute.
Okay.
Just so you know, we're on like a few seconds. Anything you want to say? How to get a hold of you, Patty?
No, everybody pretty much knows by now. So that's about it, folks.
Looks like that's it.
We'll be back again another day.
Awesome reporting.
I gotta trying to get it to stop, but it's my screen just went black.
Yes, you did.
Oh, because it opened another program, which I didn't intend to open. But it seems it's there, and it's still
You can take
recording.
advantage.